My lazy wife's father died, and she inherited his house and $33 million. She kicked me out saying, "Find somewhere else to live or die. I don't care. You're useless now." Days later, the lawyer laughed. "Did you even read the will?" My wife went pale because the will said, "When we got married," she said, "as long as we have each other, we'll never be poor." Turns out, that promise had an expiration date right after she got rich. I remember the day like it was yesterday. Emily and I met in college. She was that girl who could light up a room with just a smile, the kind of person people instantly gravitated towards. Funny, smart, ambitious, she had dreams bigger than most of us, and I loved that about her. We dated for 3 years, and when she finally said yes, I thought I had hit the jackpot. Life was simple then, almost innocent. We were broke, sure, but we had each other, and that was enough. In the beginning, our life was normal. We didn't have much, but we made do. I worked part-time at a local electronics store. Emily tutored kids in math, and somehow we managed our tiny apartment, weekly takeout, and the occasional movie. She was my partner in every sense, cooking together, laughing over burnt toast, planning weekends on a shoestring budget. We were young, in love, and naive enough to think that love could solve everything. But love, as it turns out, doesn't pay bills, and ambition, when left unchecked, can twist into entitlement. I remember the first cracks appearing like faint hairlines in glass, subtle, almost ignorable. Emily started talking about quitting her tutoring gig, saying she was too smart for it, that it was beneath her. I tried to reason with her, telling her it was steady income and flexible hours. She laughed, waved her hand, and said, "I don't care about small money anymore. I want bigger things. Don't you want more than this?" At the time, I brushed it off. I thought it was a phase, something she'd grow out of. By the time we'd been married for 2 years, the phase had fully blossomed into something else. She quit tutoring altogether, claiming she was exploring her potential, while I picked up extra shifts nights at the electronics store and weekends delivering parcels. I didn't complain. I loved her, and I wanted her to feel fulfilled, but the weight started showing. She didn't help around the house anymore. Dishes piled up, laundry sat untouched, and the apartment that used to smell like warm toast and cinnamon now smelled like stale air and takeout containers. She blamed me for everything: the broken toaster, the slightly chipped coffee mug, the fact that we couldn't afford a vacation to Europe. Her words shifted from playful teasing to cutting remarks. "You never think big enough," she'd say. "You're fine with being mediocre. I'm not." And I began to see it. Emily wasn't just ambitious anymore. She was demanding, insatiable, and cold. I worked harder, hoping she'd appreciate the effort, hoping the smile that used to greet me after a long day would come back. But it didn't. She became a stranger who shared my bed, but not my life. And I stayed because I thought maybe love was enough. Maybe if I gave her everything, she'd remember who she once was, who we once were. Then came the news about her father. He'd been estranged from Emily for years. From what she said, it was a messy fallout, some old argument, some unhealed wound. I didn't pry. Emily had always spoken about her dad with a strange mix of resentment and longing. And then, one morning, she called me at work, her voice trembling, a strange edge of excitement hidden under fear. "My dad, he's sick, really sick. I think I should go see him." I didn't question it. I knew how important this was to her. We got on a plane the next day. She spent hours on the phone with him, crying, reminiscing, maybe even trying to make up for lost time. I sat quietly in the corner, feeling like a spectator in her emotional play. I wanted to be involved, to comfort her, but she... Full story link below.